Welcome to. Oh goodness, I should have looked this up. I think this is day 18. Day 18 of learning VGC. Couple things happened. So obviously there was a Toronto regional, which you're looking at the team. You already know I looked at it. Took a couple day break. Just kind of feeling overwhelmed in general. And I figured that this is just probably a good time to do it. Get back into it. So, Toronto Regional. This team caught my eye, obviously, for very, very obvious reasons. I didn't even catch. Weezing was Terra flying. I guess that makes sense. Interesting. There's a few things that about this specifically that really caught me off, not off guard, but like made me go, huh. But probably was due to the format going into Toronto. So this player obviously better than me. I still don't know what the toxic spikes is for. I mean, I can assume, but it feels so weird to have it. I think what I'll do is I'll go back to trying it and just say I need to just get good. So obviously they have Fluttermane, which I'm gonna be honest. My honest opinion as a new player coming into this is it's incredibly cringe that EVs are hidden. I think after a tournament has happened, EVs should not be hidden. I don't know why they're hidden, because like I guess the only argument could be that if a player is going to the following regional, they want to make sure that their stats are hidden, right? And however, I would just say skill issue. Especially with a TCG background where after a regional or like anything like that, the card lists are shown completely and they're not hidden. So I personally think it's incredibly cringe that EVs are hidden. I don't think they should be hidden. I think that's a huge barrier for entry for newer players, that having EVs not hidden I feel as if would drastically increase new players, because it's a lot of information players need to learn to get into VGC. Just inherently in a match of Pokemon. And then having to, on top of, learn like, I need to learn EV spreads and things like that. I feel as if EVs were public. That's a good that's a good entry level position to be in for a newcomer. And really being able to kind of shine and tweak as necessary, and understanding like what they need to tweak. For me personally, I have not tweaked EVs very much, kind of a little bit, but I personally have not been doing calcs that I probably should be doing. But hey, that is a rant for another day. A couple things I actually don't really agree with on this is, first, I think the Rocky Helmet is interesting on the Dundozo. I personally think Covert Cloak's cheese, and I like the cheese. But it also provides really interesting positions. Rocky Helmet probably does that as well. But the Oblivious is kind of bad on this team, if I'm being honest. With Chi-Yu and Raging Bolt both having Snarl and the potential for a special attack drop with Moonblast. That's just not great. So, wait. No, it's Unaware. No, Oblivious is fine. Oblivious is mine. Okay, never mind. I thought that was Unaware. Never mind. I'm gonna leave that in just to showcase how much of a dumbass I am. So, overall, I like it. I'm interested. I think the Weezing, Fluttermane, Raging Bolt, and Chi-Yu form a 4 that can be switched interchangeably. Obviously, you have the Chi-Yu Fluttermane, which is like, hey, Beads of Ruin, we're going. Also, you have double Snarl for Chi-Yu Raging Bolt, which means that you just click Snarl and both say Snarl and good luck. And so I think I like that. This definitely plays more into the fact that, hey, we're just whittling down the opponent. And so for Dozo to sweep. Truth of the matter is, I think Dozo is in a fantastic position in this metagame. One, there's really no Dozo, like, nobody's really respecting Dozo's potential. Like, was it 2 Dozo players got in top 16, which is really strong. I think that's an incredible showing, personally, especially since how centralized the metagame kind of is. We have like balance everywhere, Urshifu's everywhere, things like that. And then Dozo kind of just sweeps in. You have like a very like clear 2-2-2 team with this Dozo, and then you have Glaring Weezing down here with the Dozo. And I'm curious, real quick, if any other Dozo player. I'm not going to try to be a Dozo player. That's not who I want to be. I'm a Galarian Weezing player, so fraud check me for that. But I think just like if you are trying to play and trying to learn, I think Dozo is very easy. It's pretty straightforward, and it provides really interesting mind games. Next Dozo was top 40, so 42, so 3 in the top 64, if I saw that correctly. Which also, this is a very good Dozo 2-2-2. This is, from what I've heard from other players talking about, this is an incredibly annoying 2-2-2 because like you have to prep for like these 2 weird leads with Articuno, Ninetales, and then also Glamour, Roaring Moon. I think that's relatively interesting, and if I were to be a Dozo player, I probably would explore that a little bit more. And then you have another one. No, this is Tinglu Dozo, so this is not Commander. I'm just gonna go to top 64. I actually not looked at all the teams in top 64. Okay. So my biggest takeaways from this, honestly, is I think Roaring Moon's gonna show up a little bit more, which is fine. It's fine by me. Amoonguss is my biggest concern right now, going into more metagames, is that Amoonguss. I feel like Amoonguss had like a very strong showing, personally. But I really like I'm really happy with the Toronto regionals. Obviously, I didn't go, obviously. Oh, real quick, I did actually. Today's the sign up day for Houston regionals. I signed up for the Houston regionals, so I'm going for VGC. Or the plan is, barring anything catastrophic, I will be going to Houston for VGC. So I'm gonna be prepping for that. And my team has not been decided. I would love to bring a Galarian Weezing team. I would love to, but I also want to bring my best performance. And if it turns out that's not Galarian Weezing, that's something else, I'm okay with that. Game plan, going forward up until we have 2 months. I'm going to try to force myself to record more. And then I want to put more time into different types of teams and see how they feel, while also enjoying the hell out of Galarian Weezing. I have my pet project here, Galarian Weezing, and then I have anything else that I feel is fun and gives me an edge. One thing I want to talk about for players when it comes to competitive games in general is that I'm gonna try to not use TCG terms, but TCG terms are the only thing that come to mind. And so if it's not translatable, I'll try to be more definitive with my terms. So you can use kind of like jank or like rogue Pokemon. You kind of see that a little bit here with Okidogi, Galarian Weezing in the top 16, things like that. One of the things you have to really think about as when it comes to a player is, and this is something a lot of players think about, as high level players. You can look at Wolfie when he talks about Perish Trap. I think in every video he talks about like, man, am I just putting so much time into this team when if I just put the same amount of time and effort into a better team, would I have a better advantage? The answer is not always yes. Because, and this is something I learned from TCG. No, I'm going to take that back. This is something I learned from League of Legends. I smiled because I tend to compare a lot of things to League of Legends. Is when you have a non-meta pick or something non-meta about your team or something non-meta in general, you're putting your opponent on the back foot inherently, unless they just for some reason know it exists. League of Legends example, back 2021. I don't remember what season, but Lilia top was very, very good. It was just heavily not played. It had a good matchup into everything that was good top lane, but it was also just incredibly annoying to play against. And if you had no idea what Lilia wanted to do, you had to figure it out on the fly. But the issue is like, the moment you figure it out, you're just like, oh shoot, I lose. Like, there's nothing you can do. That happens at regional level events. When I played TCG, I started with Shiny Arcana Gardevoir EX, the one that took the more skill. I'm going to flex that a little bit, but 50-50 is that's actually true. But I did have interesting text in the deck for the Iron Hands matchup, which was the Stadium Pokemon League headquarters, which every time I played against some really good players, and they always had to they would be like, wait, what does that card do? Sorry, I had to cut because I accidentally hit my mic because I was talking. But when I was playing TCG and I was playing Control, while Control, honestly, like if you were aware of it, you kind of knew what it wanted to do, but you weren't always sure of its tech cards. Every time I played a tech card, somebody would have to be like, wait, what does that card do? Wait, what does that card do? It's going to be the same thing with VGC, where it's like, oh shoot, I have no idea what this Pokemon wants to do. I'm seeing this really weird team. I'm having to adapt on the fly. The benefit of, I'm kind of yapping a lot, but this type of metagame is really interesting to me, and this is a big passion of mine. Is like, and it's big. No, I don't say passion. Passion's not the right word, but it's a super big like interest in mine, and it's something that I enjoy bringing when it comes to big events. Is like having a weird kind of like, what the hell am I up against? That inherent already puts your opponent on the back end. Because if you're basically knowledge checking them. You're knowledge checking them at team preview. It's like, hey, here's my team. Do you know what it does? Do you know what I want to do? Do you have a game plan? Hey, what do you got? What do you got? And I don't know. That's fun. So if you're a newer player and you have Pokemon that you have success with, but that's not really well shown, you just have to ask yourself two questions. One, is there just like an inherently better Pokemon that I can use that just does its job better? The answer is no. Is it okay? It's a little bit on the weaker side or a little bit on the unconventional side. Am I okay with really trying to learn matchups and learn like what I excel at, like, and being able to just have a game plan? Because when you're having these like huge metagame threats and you're having something that's a little bit more rogue, you come in. Your advantage is that I only need to learn, X amount of matchups generally, and I'll have success. The other players are like that as well. Like if I'm bringing like Bolt Balance, I'm like, excuse me. If I'm bringing Bolt Balance, then I still need to know the bigger matchups, like the more prominent matchups. But like, am I really going to prep for something that's probably going to be like 2% of the room? The answer is generally no, unless they're like somebody at their local scenes like brings a deck or like, sorry, TCG just brings a team, and you're just like, okay, I know, sucks for you. I already know this matchup, which happens, which can happen. So it's not an inherent disadvantage. I just want to make sure people are aware, like, hey, this is an inherent disadvantage. If you feel like you're cooking and you have great success, stick to something comfortable. That's what I'm gonna try to do. So my game plan today is I really want to try this team. Obviously, it's not 1-for-1. For starters, the Terra Water. I was about to say, I think the Terra Water is fine. No, I'm gonna try Terra Flying. I'm gonna trust players that are better than me. So I'm gonna do Terra Flying on the Weezing. I really think Covert Cloak's better. But I'm going to do this, and if I feel like... Actually, I'm going to do Rocky Helm. I'm just going to copy. And then if I feel as if later that Covert Cloak is better, then I'll just switch Covert Cloak back. So, let's play some games with this team and see how it does. And because I'm really interested in this. This seems really cool. Oh, cool. Raging Bolt Stall. Okay, so you have just 4 mons I need to pay attention for. Okay, White Herb... Sneasler. Oh, shoot. White Herb means no taunt. Rocky Helmet and Didi would follow me. Iron Crown. What's your speed tier for Iron Crown? Like, I feel like inherently you're going to want to just be like, I'm just going to prep for... I feel like inherently you're just like, I'm just going to prep for like a Flutter Chi Yu, and then you go with Sneasler and Ogerpon lead. However, shoot, this kind of sucks because I can't really poison. I feel like Weezing Bolt's a good lead, and just go Tato this. So I I kind of figured they were going to do this. So I'm seeing that they are probably going to, obviously I feel like they're going to fake out. So is this something that I just want to go Strange Steam into Thunderclap? Whoa, that's the wrong one. Strange Steam into Electroweb? I feel like that's probably fine. So Terra Water, Coaching, comes out. IB Cudgel, bonks the Weezing. Miss the Sneasler, that's fine. Get a speed drop. Oh, are you kidding? That's, that is crazy unfortunate. So my thought here is that I just kind of want to click Electroweb again. And I just really... Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so I'm going to make a call. I mean, they're going to Dire Claw. I feel as if they're going to probably Dire Claw this Mon here. I'm going to just... I'm going to Thunderclap the Ogerpon. Oh! Turn 1 Wake Up. Let's go. We love to see it. Bye, Ogerpon. Close combat. Decent amount of damage to the Sneasler. Unfortunately, gets the Unburden boost. And we get a crit. That's fine. Is that max speed? I'm going to protect Weezing and then just go for Electroweb. Coaching on the Iron Crown. Calm Mind on the Iron Crown. Electroweb comes out. Does not miss the Sneasler for once. Wait. What the heck? Okay. Oh, yeah. Calm Mind. I was so confused. You probably would switch to Indeedee, right? I'm just gonna click. What's your Terra Dragon? I'm gonna click Poison Gas, and just click Electroweb and just say, hey, I'm kind of okay with this position. That's fine. Because then I just go Dozogiri. I definitely just click Earthquake. I don't think... I'm definitely not faster than Sneasler, but I'm probably faster than the Iron Crown. I am faster than the Iron Crown. Good to know. Oh, are you kidding? Ugh. That's fine. It happens. So the biggest downside now is that obviously the crit sucks. Crit? Oh, that would be... Trick Room. I do lose this now. I definitely do lose this now. That's fine. That sucks. So, what really sucked was missing that first Electroweb on the Sneasler. Although the white herb is interesting. You know what? What do I do against a Dozogiri lead with a Flutter Chi Yu in the back? It's like, what do you do against this? Do you just double switch? What you probably do is you fake out switch into Iron Crown, and then like that's probably what you do, right? You fake out, switch Ogerpon to Iron Crown, and then next turn you switch Sneasler into Indeedee. Or you do the opposite. Wait, you can't do the opposite. I was right. They were going to do that, though. I called it right. However, I feel like if I'm going to do this lead, I don't lead Tatsugiri. I just click Earthquake constantly. Like, that's just the game plan. You just click Earthquake, 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 Earthquake. Calm Mind. Earthquake comes out. It's going to deal a good amount of damage to Iron Crown. Indeed, he probably sets up Trick Room. But I am slower than the Iron Crown. So, I mean, I'm slower than the Iron Crown. I'm slower than the Iron Crown. I just showed that. Game 3. Okay. So, I definitely lead Dozo. I want Dozo with a crazy offensive pressure. Would it be Dozo Fluttermane with Tatsu Chi in the back? I feel like that's probably fine. So my initial thought here is they definitely fake out here. They could fake out here, switch into Iron Crown, bring in... This is an interesting position for me. I guess the question is, what if I were to... Wait, do you have Protect? You don't. What if I were to just bring in Chiyu here? You're not hit... What if I were to just do that? Do I hit a Gleam? Do I hit Gleam or Moonblast? Let's hit Moonblast. So now they're in a bad position. They are in a bad position now. So game plan now is like, I definitely want to click Snarl, and I definitely want to click Moonblast into the Ogre Pawn. Okay, I'm okay with that. Bye-bye Chiyu, that is fine. So, Iron Crown protected already. Iron Crown protected already. I could have also Terra Fairy'd. I probably should have Terra Fairy'd in hindsight. I didn't know the calcs. If I Terra Fairy'd, Ogre Pawn is knocked out this turn. I definitely just click... I definitely just do this, because it's like, well, what are you going to do, right? I probably should have Terra, but hey, that's kind of hindsight. Interesting they went for that play. Okay, so now my position honestly is very good. As long as it doesn't crit, I think I can live in Expanding Force and then Tatsu Flutter. Even if I die here, like Tatsu Flutter just sweeps. Like this is a losing position for them. Helping Hand, Expanding Force does a lot of damage, but you're gonna get wave crashed. Okay. One of the things I really liked was my adaptations from the set, saying, okay, you really don't have an answer to a Dozo Tatsugiri lead, and so what if I would just put you in these really weird positions where now you have to kind of guess, right? Like this turn, I think my biggest mistake was this turn. It needed to be Terra Fairy the Fluttermane, hit the Ogre Pawn. Because I think that would have knocked out. Yeah, I think that probably would have knocked out. Overall, honestly, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't really have anything else to say, but yeah, no, not bad, not bad at all. Um, I definitely didn't play well game one. Oh, okay. So interesting enough, I'm seeing a Metagross. I'm seeing a Trick Room. I'm seeing Trick Room. I'm seeing Trick Room. So with Trick Room, ooh, that kind of hard to bring if I'm being honest. For sure, Flutter Mane is very hard to bring. For sure. For sure? For sure? For sure? For sure? For sure? Um, because of Metagross. I guess technically I can go Flutter Chi, you lead, and just say, bro, Metagross, you're not, like, you can bullet punch me all you want, but, like, I'm not gonna let that slide. I can switch into Dozo. Yeah, I think that's fine. So if they lead Metagross with, like, any something else, I can just go um, literally anything else. Okay. So my initial thought here is I'm seeing that who's faster? Fluttermane is. Ooh, Chi is faster. I'm like, should I just go Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam? No, because I'm worried. I'm very much worried about. Um, I could also Terra Fairy Moonblast the Farigiraf. Let's try this. Let's just say, hey, hold on. Let's just do this, just to kind of see what happens. Ooh, that's a good amount of damage. Okay. Okay. I'll take it. That's good to know for the future. So Fluttermane's probably gonna live like I could definitely just Dazzling Gleam. I didn't actually catch the Terra flying on the bolt. That's interesting. So like you're gonna Thunderclap, but oof, that's a lot of damage. That's even more damage. I'm gonna say adapt, but I also have a like I already kind of planned for your adaptation. I mean, here in this position, I definitely just go. I have to Terra Ghost here. I have to. I definitely just go Dazzling Gleam, Terra Ghost, Heatwave. And then you just lose. Yeah. This guy was cooking. I think this guy's cooking. I didn't do the adaptation that I thought they were gonna do, but I feel like that was like the Vikavolt. Interesting. Is that interesting? So definitely have fire grass. Thunderbolt, Buzz, Terra Blast with Terra Water, Assault Vest, and Incineroar with no. Okay. Okay, so just Calm Mind Bolts. Good to know. And then Ogerpon, Rillaboom. My initial thought is definitely want to bring the Weezing. I definitely want to bring the Weezing. I kind of do want to. I'm thinking Weezing Flutter, and then with Dozo Geary in the back. The reason Weezing Flutter is like, I can poison, and then Icy Wind if I need to, if I feel as if it's going to be something obnoxious, or the downside is I can't protect. Which is a huge downside, but I don't, because if they go like, I don't think they're gonna go. They would go Cornerstone, Rillaboom. That would be a bad lead. I can probably just go poison gas. Is there some? They have two things of electric plus Rilabit plus Ensign with Flare Blitz. I definitely. What if I just go Poison Moonblast? That's fine. I'm okay with this position. Let's go Dozo. Let's double protect, actually. Let's just Toxic Spikes protect. Hindsight also tells me I may have Chiyu Flutter may have also just been a good lead as well. We have Rillaboom. Definitely want to Terra Grass here. But I also... I don't really want to switch the Dozo. I really don't want to switch Dozo here. I feel like... I want a Strange Steam, Terra Grass, just hit a Wave Crash on the Flutter? I did not see that one coming, but that's fine. Woodhammer does a good amount of damage. This is fine. So Vikavolt Zen. Did they Terra yet? They have not. So, like, they really haven't... like, all I can see is, like, I'm going to be faster than the Vikavolts. Woodhammer isn't going to do that much damage. But you could Bug Buzz me. But I think... I want to switch now. Hit the order up on the Vikavolt? Or no, I think I want to double protect. Let's see what you do. You're just like, this Weezing is annoying. Yeah. If I'm being honest, my lead was kind of bad. The Flutter Mane actually kind of did nothing. Flutter kind of did nothing. Weezing did a lot. Flutter kind of did nothing. I'm just thinking. Let's just run it back. Let's see how you adapt. I think your adaptation is fuck Weezing. I think that's your adaptation. But I don't think fuck Weezing wins you the game. I'm gonna click Icy Wind. I'm timid max speed, but the issue is that Ogerpon is probably gonna be faster, and Ogerpon definitely one-shots Flutter Mane. How well does Dozo take? How well does Dozo take that? Yeah, not terribly. I need to look at this. I do. I'm gonna protect. Do I just Strange Steam protect? Yeah. Because the goal with that is just like basically I'm just saying I want to break the so now I definitely just go, okay, I'm just clicking Earthquake because both should go down to this. I didn't read the the Encore. I didn't read the Encore. I did not read Encore. Is this fine? I need to look at these moves more. I should have checked the for Encore. That's fine. Is it worth it to go Terra, Grass? No, it's not. I think I could have lived if I went Terra, Grass. Bug Buzz, that's fine. So I definitely just go like, what if I would just go double Icy Wind? Is that bad? Or what if I just drop Draco? Drop a Draco. Would they call it? What if I just go Terra Stellar, drop Draco, and Vikavolt? Am I faster? I am faster. And then Icy Wind? Oh, I did not see that play coming, but that's fine. I think my Flutter's faster for sure. It just goes like Strange Stream. I see it. I guess the downside is I definitely do die to a Wood Hammer. I think there was a turn. Doesn't go down to a Wood Hammer. Yep. Okay, so let's protect. I did not see that coming. Why? Well, hold on. Did you have 10%? Okay, let's go for the double. I kind of had to. Okay. How much did T-Fool did a lot of damage? I did not. I thought the poison was gonna go off first, but that's fine. Is Weezing just too big of a meme here? Because, like, what if I were to just go, like, Chi Yu Flutter? Dozo Geary in the back. What if I were to do that? Or what if I were to, like... What? I think I could have won that game. Yeah, I definitely think I could have won. The biggest issue here is that... Okay, wait, that's also special attack and boosting. Flutterman. I gotta keep that in mind. That's also Mystical Fire. I gotta remember that. My gut is telling me Flutter Chi Yu is like... That's like what my gut's telling me. But my heart is telling me this. And my heart is normally wrong compared to my gut. Like, if I were to go Chi, Flutter, like, what's your Terra? Let's go with my gut, and then I'll blame my gut if I lose. If I go Chi, Flutter, Rillaboom, honestly, like, worse than I thought that was gonna happen. Oh wait, that's speed boosting. I thought that was special attack. I'm just going to click Icy Wind, Terra Ghost, Heat Wave. Make me cry. Miss. Make me cry. Although now... Oh. Clam Rillaboom's kind of annoying, I'm going to be honest. This is definitely just... LOL, I'm just going to click Earthquake, and that should hopefully knock out the Rillaboom. It doesn't. How much is Thunderclap doing? I definitely just protect here. Okay, who's a bigger threat right now? Vikavolt or Bolt? Ah, they got cold. That's fine. Okay, so now, in this position... I feel like I just... Icy Wind, Dazzling Gleam? Don't miss? Ah, you're a fraud. Let's protect. Wait, we're faster? We... Hold on. Tatsu, are you the fraud? You've never been a fraud in my life. Tatsugiri, you are not a fraud. I don't like the way this game played out, if I'm being honest. I really don't. I think it starts here. I need to look at these Terras and actually call, like, you're gonna Terra. Like, in this position, if I'm being honest, in this position, I kind of have to Terra Ghost, which is fine. I think I should have just clicked. I also, like, I really did not. I don't know. I need to know how this freaking ability works, because that's a booster energy. Although, like, I guess in the end it didn't necessarily matter. But, like, I definitely have to go Terra Ghost. I probably, like, honestly, that miss was kind of big. I think that I could have clicked Snarl, and then click. I could have just clicked Snarl, Dazzling Gleam, and that probably would have knocked both out. And I don't think that would have knocked out. Maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't have. I don't know. But I think I should have just clicked Snarl, Dazzling Gleam. And that would have... Well, I guess it didn't technically... No, it didn't technically matter. I don't know. Yeah, it should have been Snarl, Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, probably. Because then, like, Flutter definitely goes down. I think in this position, I think I was kind of right. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think he called the Terra correctly. I think I just kind of have to be like, you're not going to Terra. I think, anyways. Okay, so now we're actually going to pay attention. So, what's at first... Okay, so Sludge Bomb, Spore, Rage Powder, Protect, Rocky Helm, Amoonguss, Terra Fairy. Cool. Ice Spinner. Okay, cool. Terra Stellar. Mystic Water, Urshifu. Good to know. Covert Cloak on the Tornadus. Good to know on that one as well. Ooh, hold on. The big reason I liked... the big reason I liked... Shin Pao was it because it dealt with you, and you. So what are my options here? I wonder if it is just like what? I wonder if it is just go Weezing, Fluttermane, Dozo, Geary. This is like kind of what I thought was going to happen, and this is kind of what I was afraid of. Do you Earthquake or Stomping Tantrum here? Do I live one of those? Do I just Terra Fairy? No, because Amoonguss can Spore Dozo. But does that matter? Let's test. We're limit testing. And then I feel like I just want to go Gleam or Moon. I think I just want to Gleam. I should have. Icy Wind. Miss. Immune. I should have icy winded. I should have icy winded. Why didn't I icy wind? No, I think I was calling it Terra. So, what is my goal here? I'm just gonna click Strange Steam Protect because I'm like, you're gonna call a switch. I think the Strange Steam should win on Lando, but oh wait, Tornadoes goes down. Like, is it fine that Strange Steam didn't go on Lando? I guess it depends. Like, Amoonguss is here, which is like pretty annoying. I think I just inherently lose, but that's fine. I guess the taunt on Geary is to deal with the Amoonguss, because I guess here I could now. I think I technically have to go for the double protect. And I fail it. That's fine. And I miss it. Strange Steam. Quick Earthquake. Can I stop missing? Okay, so this position is definitely, we're switching and clicking Earthquake. Because Dozo, you're waking your ass up, right? That is incredibly unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Went for the rock slide. That's fine. Do you think I'm... You probably think I'm faster, don't you? I don't want to wave crash. I just want to click Earthquake. Okay. So... I don't know what I do in this position. I think I want to click Icy Wind, Strange Steam, hope for the best. Confusion. Poison, that kind of sucks. I think I can just drop a Draco here and go Strange Steam. Yeah. Okay, we somehow made it. We somehow made it. Genuinely don't know how we did that. I think the lead was fine. My gut was click Icy Wind. Yeah, my gut was click Icy Wind, so it should have been click Icy Wind. That's a crazy play. I think that's a crazy play. That is an insane play. I respect it. Don't get me wrong. I definitely respect it. But that is a crazy off play. I'm just gonna sack. Miss. I'm just gonna sack. The reason I'm okay sacking is mainly because it's like, okay, cool, what are you gonna do, right? I think now I just go, hey, order up. Like, let's hope that they don't go for the protect, because if they go for the protect here, I definitely cry every time. Doesn't actually matter because Bleak Storm missed. Bleak Bleak Wind Storm missed again. Shadow Ball does a decent amount of damage, but Order Up should be able to knock out the Guldango. Double miss on the Bleak Wind Storm does, like, suck, I'm going to be honest. So in this position, I have to Terra Ghost. I unfortunately have to Terra Ghost. Regress. I have to. Do you call it, though? They do call it. Which means I probably could have... Urshifu Rapid Strike. I guess you hit me with a close combat, but I guess I can just hit Earthquake. Technically, I should be faster than Amoonguss. Ah, that's unfortunate. Ooh. And then I think you just put my Geary to sleep. Yep, that sounds about right. So here in this position, it is incredibly unfortunate. Also, Weezing is, like, incredibly unfortunate that Weezing is also able to live that. Can I get a confusion? I definitely want to hit an Icy Wind Strange Steam. Geary goes to Sash. If I wake up, I actually am in a great position. Let's protect Strange Steam the Urshifu and kind of hope... I swear for all that is holy, I have the worst RNG when it comes to sleep. Okay, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't like how this game went. I was pretty confident this would have knocked out, but I guess it doesn't. Obviously, it doesn't. I guess in hindsight, like, honestly, I should just click Icy Wind. This is the second time I'm just like, I should have just clicked Icy Wind. Because, like, they click that, Icy Wind, Tailwind goes out, Nasty Plot, and then, like, honestly, the Guldango probably goes down. Anyways, that's going to be it for me today. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to keep playing with this team. I'm going to try to record more. I got to prep for the Houston Regional. Got to prep, got to lock in. So, see you guys for day 19. Hopefully 19. See you then.